Okay, everybody, it's another episode of High Volume Batman, the Killing Joke, here today on Two Geeks and a Microphone.
Hello there. So who talks first? You talk first? I talk first.
I will talk first. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Two Geeks and a Microphone. I am your co-host, Mr. Steven Boster, along with the one, the only, hey, I think he trimmed his beard, man, Mr. Mike Shanks. Mike, say hey to everybody.
Good morning to all you geeks out there in Geekdom land. I was wondering if you'd noticed that I trimmed it. Yes,
Yeah.
I did. Yeah, I trimmed it up quite a bit too, actually.
Yeah.
I still got a little bit of length there. I left.
You still
left
do,
a little
though.
bit. But
Yeah.
trimmed it up on the sides, made it a little more neater, and yeah. And
good.
Still using my Live Bearded products to make it all nice and
nice. Yes. And speaking of Live Bearded, everybody, you can go to our website at twogeeksmic.com, the number 2geeksmic.com. That's where all things Two Geeks are, but we also do have an affiliate sponsorship with Live Bearded, and it is actually super nice stuff. And so we always recommend that if you're going to try it, get their sampler pack. They'll have it discounted sometimes, but then you get a $10 off coupon with it, and for your first order. And it costs like $15 to $20. It just kind of depends on when you catch it sometimes, but well worth it because you get all the scents, the different types of scents. You get 6 different scents, and you get the shampoo, the conditioner, the oil, and the butter.
Yes.
And of each scent, so you can try them and all. So try them out. It's really nice actually and stuff. So. All right.
This isn't Live Bearded related, but I also do Squatch soaps. And
yes,
I got my latest Squatch soap, which is a Godzilla soap, by the way, and a Godzilla theme this time. And it's so wild because I'll get a new Squatch soap, and we keep our bathroom door closed because we don't want the dog going in there. And so I got the new soap and I opened it up and put it in the bathroom and shut the door. And I don't know, it was a couple hours later, I opened it up and the room is just filled with the scent of that soap. And it's really, really good scent too. I was like, oh, this is nice.
What was the name of it again?
It's the Godzilla one. I don't know what it's called. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, that's fine. So Kelly for Christmas got me, because I was trying all the beard oils and I was trying all the, the Live Bearded. She got me the beard oil cologne from Squatch, and she got me the Wood Barrel Bourbon one.
Oh yeah,
for Christmas.
I like that one too.
Wood Barrel Bourbon is my favorite scent. I use it for the soap and I use it for the deodorant. And now I'm testing out the oil, see if that.
I'm trying to find the Godzilla. I can't find it though.
Godzilla.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. It's called Godzilla Grit.
Okay.
And it's smoked. Okay, Brenda brought me the package. It is smoked paprika and sand heavy grit. So,
okay.
There's the packaging for it.
Okay, I'll have to try that.
They have a Godzilla and they have a King Kong. So,
okay. Nice.
I don't know what Kong smells like because I haven't got that one yet. I'll probably get that one next. But
yep. Brenda makes a comment that she actually trimmed your beard.
Yes, she did.
And then Jacob is in the house. Jacob!
Hey, Jacob. Thanks for joining us.
That little spiel right there, $60 right in the pocket. Just kidding.
Yeah, that is an easy $60.
Yeah, it is true. Yeah.
But I can tell you, it is actually well worth it. The Live Bearded stuff is very good products.
It is.
It has helped my beard a lot. And it just, the scents are so good. They just smell so good. My two favorites are Executive and Legend. Those are my two favorites, and they just, oh my gosh. Sometimes when I go into the bathroom, I'll just grab the beard butter and just open it just to smell it.
Yeah.
Gosh, that smells so good.
They do smell good. I enjoyed 1880, and you were correct on Executive and Legend. Those were my three favorites.
Nice.
And yeah, it was really good. All right, everybody. Well, we got a jam-packed show today, so we're going to get rolling because we've got all kinds of stuff. So now that we got the affiliate sponsorship out of the way, I'm just kidding. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and let's see, you didn't have any geeky news.
I have no geeky news, but I do have a geek dar. I have a couple geek dars.
Same here. Let's do this.
Go with the radar, sir.
What's wrong with it?
I've lost the bleeps, I've lost the sweeps, and I've lost the creeps.
The what? The what? And the what?
You know, the bleeps, the sweeps, and the creeps.
I saw the clip of Ludicrous Speed from that yesterday. Ludicrous Speed.
Take a 5-minute break. Smoke them if you got them, boys. We just went plaid.
Right?
God, I can start quoting Spaceballs all day. And I haven't watched the movie in a long time. I'm going to have to rewatch it pretty soon.
Oh, that is pretty funny.
So if you're new to our show, Geekdar is kind of our show and tell for geeks.
Yeah.
Basically anything that we've either watched or listened to or, consumed as far as reading, comic books, it could be could be action figures even. Just something that you're enjoying that's relatively new. And over the last week is what Geekdar is. So,
yeah.
With that said, who wants to go first? You or me?
I've only got two. How many do you have?
I have 3.
Okay. Once you start, then I'll go, then you go, then I'll go, then you go. We'll alternate.
Well, I think one of ours we're going to have a crossover on.
Oh, that's true. We are going to have a crossover on one.
So I'll start with that one.
Okay. Sounds good.
The first one pertains to our last guest we had on Creators Corner. That was last Tuesday. Yeah, last Tuesday.
It's a week ago Tuesday.
We had Braxton Cosby. He's a return guest, and he was promoting his latest work, which is Suki. And I got the novel in the mail earlier this week, and haven't started it.
And I got mine too. I got mine as well. We both supported him because it sounded so intriguing.
Yes, it does. It is the first Black Samurai, which I thought was fascinating. I'm like,
based on true events. And I was like, what? And you know what? I remember when he was saying, it was going to be a video game too. And I was like, oh, that's the people who did Assassin's Creed. It's Ubisoft. And they got so much static because they were like, oh, that's not part of our culture. And I'm sitting there going, yeah. And then we talked to Braxton and I was like, oh, it isn't something that happened, kind of a thing. So I thought that was really interesting. I said, well, Ubisoft didn't do a good job of marketing that game to help them understand the story behind it.
So if you have any questions about Yusuke, just read Braxton's novel. So and I want to give him a kudos because I'm flipping through it, and I love the print choice he used because the letters are nice and big, and my eyes are getting old, so it's gonna be easy for me to read. So I'm looking forward to that.
We should let everybody know. So everybody knows Mike and I have been doing our foray in the last couple of years on writing and learning how to write and just putting stuff out, just having a good time with it. A really good time with it. And even when I did my spiritual sight novel, I'm redoing it on print because I was like, oh my goodness, that's itty bitty print.
I made the same mistake with my book, Immortality Code. I got it, and I was like, "Oh shoot! I should have made the print bigger on this."
Right? Two old guys are gonna when they print their stuff, it's gonna be in larger print.
Yeah.
Or
My
larger
next
font,
my
larger
next
font
book,
size. Excuse me.
yeah, my next book is going to definitely be larger font size than that.
Right.
That was tough to read. but please do go buy it, though. It's still a good book.
Yeah, it's a great book. I enjoyed your book quite a bit.
And I'm halfway through yours, and I'm not going to give any spoilers, but
It's okay.
I called one thing in it.
You sure did. You sure did. We talked about it last week. My book, Spiritual Sight. It's my supernatural fiction, kind of in the same vein of, would you say it's similar in style, like urban fantasy to Dresden?
Oh, I didn't really think about Dresden. I was thinking more along the lines of like crossing The Exorcist with the television series Evil.
Oh,
That was
okay.
my
Okay. Well, I
didn't
like
even really
that.
think Dresden, because when I think Dresden, I think more magicians.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I didn't get that feel from your
Yeah. Yeah. No, I really like what you said there. Yeah.
You know, Megan grew up as a huge Harry Potter fan. I'm gonna pick on her a little bit though, and I remember she'd finally talked us into watching. We had ended up buying her the entire Harry Potter series on Blu-ray, or well, I guess DVD back then. And she had the books for a long time, and she has been following.
Oh, okay.
She wanted to watch all the movies and stuff, so we had gotten them for her and everything, and I started watching them, and I enjoyed them. I enjoyed the films. Yeah. They're good films. But I would always tell her, I go, yeah, I like it, but I prefer the better Harry, or the better magician named Harry, as in Harry Dresden. So, right. But then I always would say, but he's more adult
yes,
than Harry Potter is. So,
right. Oh my goodness, that's funny.
Okay,
that's funny.
Let me do my last two items for Geektar. So this past week was the 40th anniversary of issue number 1 of Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Returns, which is one of my all-time favorite Batman stories.
Yeah.
And to commemorate it, DC Comics released a facsimile edition of that print. And
do you not have that?
I mean, I have. I do not have the original 4 floppies. I have the graphic novel, the combined graphic novel of it.
Okay,
is what I have.
Okay,
so I was excited because now I can get. Granted, these aren't the originals, but they are facsimile editions, which means they are a total reprint of the original book. Now, my only disappointment with this book, because I thought I remember the original book having a more heavy stock
cover,
and this feels more like a standard floppy cover than what I remember the original. So that's my only disappointment about it. But other than that, the book is a complete reprint. It's just
that's cool.
It is so cool. I just absolutely love it.
Oh, here. Let me do the full screen on it so people can see it. There we go.
That's just a couple of panels. Let's see if I can find real quick.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it was good.
Here we go.
If you haven't seen the animated film, they probably really tried to stick with it. Stick to this as much as they could. Oh yeah, that's a great panel right there.
That's a beautiful panel right there.
Yeah.
The animated film is almost word for word the
panel for panel.
They did such a good job on Dark Knight Returns animated film. So
yes,
I would highly recommend that also.
Yep. Well, let me go, and then we'll let you finish off with yours for a second. That way you get to.
Because I got one last thing, and you're gonna like it too.
Yeah. So let me share with you guys real quick. Oh no, this is the wrong one. Hang on, everybody. Sorry about that. So, this week on Amazon Prime, The Bluff came out, and The Bluff stars. I was going to Priyanka Chopra Jones, Carl Urban, who I love. Carl Urban, the actor. Also, Tamora Morrison's in it. Some of you may know him as Boba Fett.
Oh,
Boba
Boba Fett, Jango Fett.
Yep. So here's people are giving it. IMDb is 5.8 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes 70%. Prime Video 5.8 out of 10. We watched it. It's an hour 41. I thought this is a great premise because she's a mom. It starts off she's a mom, and then they are living, on an island, and she's got a boy. You find out she's married, and she has this family, and then this pirates has come. It's like the end of the pirate time. The pirate era is coming to an end, and so there's these rough and tumble pirates, and Carl Urban is kind of the lead pirate. He's the captain, and so lo and behold, he's coming after her because she has some of his gold that she stole. She got out of that life. You find out who she was, and she was Bloody Mary, the pirate.
Oh, wow.
And she can handle herself. So I thought that's an interesting premise, kind of in the same vein as like The Long Kiss Goodnight, where you have that assassin, the female assassin who gets her memory back and has a family. This one, it's not like she lost her memory, but she held her front. And it is gritty. It is gritty in the fight sequences and stuff. And some other things that occur are pretty gritty. But here's the thing. You can't see the dadgum film. It's too dark.
Oh no.
It was so frustrating. Like in the beginning, I'm squinting and I'm like, now it was daytime. So we've got shades to cover out the light pretty well. And I was just like, oh my God, I can't see what's going on. The whole thing. And this is by the Russo brothers. So I thought, well, this should be really good. Should be really interesting. The Russo brother directors, they're the ones who did Civil War and all kinds of other Marvel movies. It was so irritating. Anything that happened at night in the caves, like inside the bluffs, if it happened on CNNs at night, you couldn't see what was going on.
See, I'm having that problem with a lot of things I watch, though. But I don't know if it's my TV settings or if it's just the way it's filmed.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought about testing my TV settings to kind of see and stuff.
Okay,
and
I have a question.
Yeah.
Have you ever changed your TV settings since you brought it home from the store?
No.
See, and I have not either. Well, I've tried, and every time I do it, it doesn't seem to look right. But I've read that the settings inside the store are different because when they use them for displays, you have a different lighting in a store than you would in your home. And they have this specific settings for a store display that you should change it for when you get home. I just can't find the correct settings for it, though. I've had difficulty doing this.
That's interesting. Yeah, I'll check it and see and stuff like that. But anyway, it was good. There was some neat stuff in it, some neat fights. There's a lot of neat fight sequences in it. I really liked Tamora Morrison's character. He was kind of like the first mate. He called him quartermaster. He was quartermaster, but he was first mate. Think of it that way. And just the dynamic between him and the captain, and it was really interesting. So, yeah. So there's my story. I would say it's on Prime. Is it worth seeing on Prime? Yeah, if you change your TV settings. There we go. That's our new. We've got a new. I need a thing on that. So
that's funny. Well, one question: any Steven skips?
No.
Okay,
No.
Cool.
And it's only because there were so many of them because I couldn't see them. So I mean,
okay. Second question: was Kelly watching it?
Yeah, she was there with me, but she really wasn't watching it. She was
okay.
It wasn't. She would look up from her phone every now and then and stuff because she was just. she was just saying nice. She was just being nice, and because I was like, oh, I want to see it, and
She
so
wasn't really interested in it.
she wasn't really interested in it.
Gotcha.
But she was being gracious. So
Okay, so the fact that there were no Steven skips is a true compliment to it then. Not just well, Kelly made me watch it.
right. That's correct. I would say that I had to apologize to her at the end of the movie because like that was not what I was hoping it to be. Couldn't see anything. And then so I gave her control of the remote, and so she's been finishing up on Apple TV Shrinking. So she caught up on the show Shrinking. Harrison Ford's in it, and Jason. Oh, I can't think of his last name now. He was in How I Met Your Mother, and he's a good actor too.
Do you guys like that?
What?
Shrinking.
She does. She loves it.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't really watched it.
I just don't know if I have any interest in it. Even though it has Harrison Ford in it, I'm just like, I don't know. It just doesn't look that good to me.
She's cracking up in it, and she's laughing, and
Okay.
she really enjoys it. So she's kind of been binging it, and now she's caught up, and they've just started season 3 or something like that. So
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
yeah,
Cool.
yeah. So
Okay.
all right, you're next, my
My
friend.
last one, my last Geek Dar, and I think Steven, you're going to be excited about this. I got volume 2 of Absolute Batman.
Oh yeah. Oh. Here, let me get it on full screen for everybody. Go. Okay, put it back up.
Gosh, I love that cover too.
Is that Bane?
That is Bane, baby.
Wow.
Bane in all his giant glory.
Did you read any of it yet?
I have. Well, I read a little bit on DC Infinite,
Mm-hmm.
but now that I got the book, I'm gonna start cracking it open and reading it. And yeah, look for Absolute Batman Volume 2 episode coming to Two Geeks and a Microphone soon.
Yes. Elseworld stuff's pretty good. But everybody, if you have not seen our episode on Volume 1, please go back and listen to that. I was pleasantly surprised how much I really enjoyed this Batman story.
You and me both, actually. I really enjoyed Absolute Batman.
Yeah.
This is a fresh take on the Batman character. Well, the entire Batman universe. It's a fresh new take. And I don't always accept new looks at Batman,
I know, right.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, you're picky, and I get it because you're a big fan. I didn't say, ooh, that sounded mean. I didn't mean it that way.
No, I get it.
You're very astute on really what would be really good Batman Elseworlds kind of a thing. And so for you to say that you really like it, that's a big deal. That's cool.
And when it first came out, I really wasn't interested in it. And
I wasn't either.
And I kept seeing it, it kept getting the issue 1 just kept getting re-released. And I was like, okay. And I had gotten like a copy of it for Free Comic Book Day, and I'm like, all right. You're beating me over the head with this. Let me at least give this thing a shot. Yeah. And I read the first issue and I was like, whoa, okay, this is interesting. I like this new take, but it's not the main Batman. So, they can do whatever they want with him. And I'm still happy with it. So
yeah, it is good. It is good.
And apparently he fights the main continuity Batman in DCKO, which I need to start reading that too.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yep.
Interesting.
So that sounds pretty interesting.
Okay. Who's the? Never mind. I was trying to think of something and I just lost it. Age, whatever. Okay, everybody, are we ready for the main event?
Yes, let's do this.
It's gonna be good, everybody. Here we go. It's time for the main event. We're talking more Batman. Would it be fair to say that is really our main favorite superhero on the show? I think we talk more Batman than anybody else.
I think so.
Yeah.
I love Batman. So yeah. probably. I mean, we've covered, oh my gosh, so many different Batman stories. And trust me, there's going to be more to come.
Well, everybody on the show, we have really enjoyed the podcast, High Volume Batman. In it, we have done. Gosh,
You did that wrong, Steven.
I did.
Yeah, you're supposed to go DC High Volume Batman. I mean, if you're gonna do it right. Okay,
that's right. You got
that's
me
the way
on
she
that.
does it. I love
That's
it.
right. Oh gosh. Oh my goodness. That's funny. And so we've listened to The Long Halloween, Dark Victory, which is the kind of the follow-up, which we didn't know was the follow-up to Long Halloween.
Yep.
Or I didn't know for sure. And
then, I didn't know either. I had no clue.
Then we did a couple of weeks ago, we did Nightwing Year One, which was good. I really enjoyed it. And so now we're doing Killing Joke. Now, Killing Joke, we've talked about in the past.
Yes.
We did an episode on the Killing Joke, and we're like, oh my goodness, you caught it. You found it. I mean, you realized it was on, and it just got released just last month on High Volume Batman. So, we were really intrigued. Now, I just wanted to listen to it because we already done the show with it. I kind of remember the panels and stuff and all, and I was going through it, and I said, well, let me just listen to it. And I did not do like I had always done in the past. Well, not always, but I started the habit of reading the comic on DC Infinite at the same time, and I was like, I just don't have the ability to get to it this week. I'm going to listen to this though, and you did. So
I got up at 5:30 this morning, and yeah, from 5:30 to 6:30, I listened to the whole thing and read along with DC High Volume DC Infinite. I have to say it's the ultimate way to listen to this.
Okay.
If you have a subscription to DC Infinite, or if you just happen to have the Killing Joke on digital, it's better on DC Infinite just because they have the option of the panel by panel. Although with Killing Joke, it doesn't exactly go panel by panel. It actually goes like 3 panels in one
screenshot,
one screen. But still, it works really well. And there's a couple times where it doesn't quite match up, and you might have to go back and forth a little bit. But for the most part, it's almost perfect. And I really think it's the ultimate way to consume, especially the Killing Joke edition, the DC High Volume Killing Joke edition, because you not only get that rich surround sound and have a pair of good headphones on. Because
I did.
Especially,
I had my Bose headphones on.
Oh, especially when he's taking the commissioner through the funhouse on the roller.
Oh my goodness, the sounds are phenomenal.
It is so good. It is so good. And then you put that together with the imagery from DC Infinite, it's just perfect. It's just the ultimate way to consume.
I'll have to go back and do that because it's about an hour. You're right. It's about an hour to go through it and stuff. So,
and it's the only one I've done the entire thing. All the others we've done, I'll do like the first issue, maybe the last issue, something like that, which is great. It's just because they're longer editions that, like for instance, the Long Halloween is over, it's over a span of a
year's worth of comics.
Right. So it's 12 comics, and it's a pretty long edition of that. So I just don't really have the time to go through and watch each one of them like that. But this one, I'm like, it's only an hour. I got time this morning before we start the show. This is how I'm going to do it. And man, it was so good.
Okay. For those that may not know what the Killing Joke is, can you give a brief synopsis of what's happening in this story?
Sure. First off, I want to make sure and highlight this, this is not a kid friendly story whatsoever.
Yeah, that is
This
true.
is for mature readers only. Please do not allow your children to read, watch, or listen because you can do it in
Yeah.
each medium. Because this has some disturbing imagery, but
Adult themes.
very adult themes. Yes. But my take on this is the definitive version of who the Joker is.
When you say that, what do you mean who the Joker is? Do you mean from a character profile, or do you mean a history profile, like his backstory, or what all do you mean by that?
Well, I mean from a character profile, because
Okay.
this story, which is written by Alan Moore, was the story that changed both Batman and Joker forever. Because before this, the Joker wasn't quite the maniacal, psychotic killer that we know him as today. You know, he was a little more campy and
Clownish.
Clownish, right? And this just made him a entire psychotic, anarchic killer.
Anarchic. And
Yeah,
he's an anarchist.
right.
Roger says, yes, it tells the Joker story to a T.
Well, now, but
we're going to get into that.
We're going to get into that.
Yeah. Because Roger, we'll pay your $5 for leading us into some story elements we're going to talk about.
But yes, I believe this really it not only tells us exactly who the Joker is. I mean, not exactly by giving him his background. It does give a background story, but the question is that really his background story? And we will get into that. But I mean, it tells you the mindset of the Joker, you know, who he is as far as what his goals are, you know, what he wants to do. That's what I mean by it tells us who the Joker is.
Would you say it delves into like a character study story?
Oh, definitely. This is a tremendous character study.
Oh, that was good, Megan.
That's a good comment. Yes. And then you got the Batman side of things, you know. Who is the Batman? What does he stand for? What are his morals? You know, all of these questions are posed in this book.
Even Jim Gordon.
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
You know, it's not just Batman and the Joker, but it's also their relationship with Jim Gordon behind this, the themes behind it. And this is, I'm telling you, everybody, this is so good. Okay. Do we need to give our score? The three Jokers. You go ahead, mention that.
Yes. I don't know if you're asking, Roger, but yes, we covered the three Jokers. We covered that with Aaron McCoy, and that was a fun episode. And I absolutely love the three Jokers too. But the three Jokers kind of continues off of the Killing Joke, and it poses other questions too.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can kind of get into that too, but we'll see how much time we got and how far we can do it. There's a lot of things that you can really.
It is masterful storytelling because it's not just something at face value. You know, as we mentioned earlier, you and I are learning more about writing and themes and stuff like that. And I'll admit, even in my first book, I just made it just a straight up, here's a story. But what Alan Moore does is create all kinds of thematic elements behind it that make you go, Now at the end, this is all I'm going to say right now. It leaves it, there's a big question at the end that you kind of haunts you. And it's just masterful, but it's not just that. You know, when we did it this time, when I was listening to it, I really got to thinking about several different things, and just thematically speaking. So, and what's funny is, Mike, kudos to you because you picked some of those out already for us for our show notes today, and so I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to the conversation that we're going to keep going with. So,
Oh.
all right, what would be your score then? And so we're talking about now. We're scoring the audio version. Everybody, we're scoring
Yes.
the podcast. The I wanted to say Big Finish audio version.
I'm trying to think of what we should.
I
use
almost said
for,
Big Finish audio.
No, this is DC high volume.
Batman.
What are we using for a scale? Let's go with cameras.
Cameras.
We'll use cameras.
Oh, that's edgy.
I mean,
based upon the story.
Well, let's go with the cover
cameras.
alone.
Yeah, that's on the cover.
Got a camera.
All right.
So. All right, we'll go with.
I'll go for that.
We'll go with Joker
Good
cameras. All right. And yes, this is I'm not just scoring the story in this, but I'm scoring DC high volume, which if you've listened to any of our DC high volumes, you already know I give high regards to DC high volume.
Yes,
they do such an excellent job with the richness of the sound effects. Jason Spizak is an amazing Batman. I'm coming to love his voice of Batman, and he's starting to become kind of that definitive voice for me. I really really enjoy him.
Yeah.
And then
we loved ourselves some Kevin.
Yes, Kevin Conroy is the ultimate Batman voice.
Yes,
and he always will be.
Yes.
But Jason Spizak, in my mind, has become the next best thing to him. He is so good.
Yeah.
And I'm very impressed with him.
Yeah.
And then
no, wait a minute. Just for those that may not know, we're just talking about Kevin Conroy. Before he passed away, he was doing cameos, and I got Mike a cameo.
Yes,
thing,
yes, you did.
And it was really good.
Yeah.
I mean, Kevin did an incredible job with that. I mean, it was just phenomenal. Yes, he did the Batman voice, and he did a great quote from Batman, but then when he just talked to you, it was just phenomenal.
Yeah,
just
it was cool.
The stuff that he gave. But anyway,
that was in the first year we did the podcast too.
I think so. Yeah. We had just started it, and it was growing, and he was really super nice about it. And
maybe we could put that up on Ko-fi.
I bet you we could. Yeah. Anyway, Kevin Conroy's great voice for Batman. That is high praise for you. Say Jason Spizak is becoming one of the top tier Batman voices.
Oh, definitely.
Agreed.
And then, okay, so the Joker that high volume has been using, I've been vocal about him. I have not liked him very much. He just does not do it for me.
That's in the other stories. The Joker in the other stories. Mm-hmm.
But they picked Troy Baker for this.
Troy the Man Baker.
Gosh. If anyone sounds close to the Mark Hamill Joker, this is the guy.
Yeah. But he's even got his own spin on it. And how can I say this? I was in awe of, we're getting some backstory of the Joker in this as well, everybody. Mm-hmm. And you get this voice, but you're like, the story, but then you find out this person becomes the Joker, and his transition from the person before Joker as developing into the Joker is probably one of the best voice acting work I've ever heard in my life.
Mm-hmm. So if you take the voice acting they did, the sound effects they did, and it has a 3D immersive sound effects. So again, highly recommend a decent pair of headphones to listen to this too. You take all that in consideration, this is a freaking 10 cameras, 10 Joker cameras. And I don't hand out 10s very often.
You never hand out 10s. Yeah. Yeah.
I have a tendency to hand out some 10s for comic books because I have this love for comic books.
Yes, but that's all right. That's okay.
When it comes to movies and stuff like that, I don't hand out 10s easily. Yeah. And this one is definitely a 10.
I think even beyond that, everybody, when Mike and I were talking about, we talk about what we're going to do for different shows and stuff. He goes, Steven, he goes, I have listened to this 3 times already. This version. So like when we're talking about stuff, he was like, you were talking about listening to the DC high volume Batman episode, but this Killing Joke episode, you guys, I keep, you keep listening to it. I'm like, oh, it's going to be good and all. I'm right there with you. It is a 10 out of 10. The Foley sound artists behind it that are doing all the sound effects are incredible.
Oh,
it's
so
just incredible. And if you've got a good set of headphones and you're listening to this, it's one of the best, what's the word that you used? Theater of the mind experiences.
Yes.
It really is.
Paints such a good picture of this story. It's vivid. It's very good.
Vivid is a good word. Would you say it's not like when you've got the comic book, it's still theater of the mind? Would you say that because you're just getting one panels, but you're
right.
I can only imagine, and I'm going to have to do this, but with the sound effects and stuff that you hear in the audio, it helps you visualize in your mind really what's going on. So I guess the comic gives you a marker of kind of like, here's kind of what's happening in this instance, but it allows your mind to create that visual experience in your head.
Yeah, I like Roger's comment right here. Put you in the action. That's
nice.
That's exactly
nice.
what it does. It definitely puts you in the action. I also want to comment. Michelle said, "I'm going to ask Chad. I'm not who she's referencing there. Who this Kevin guy is? I think she's asking about Kevin Conroy. Well, Kevin Conroy is the voice of the Batman animated series, and he's been
a whole bunch of other projects, Batman projects after that.
Like if I remember right, he did all the Batman Arkham games.
All of them except Origin.
Okay,
Origin, and Troy Baker did it for Origin.
Right, and Troy Baker is this this Joker.
So, I'm sorry. Let me take that back. I was talking about Joker. Sorry, my brain dropped.
No.
Mark Hamill did the Joker in all the Arkham Asylums along with Kevin Conroy.
But Troy Baker has also done Batman too. Because I think he's Batman Lego. If I remember.
No, that's Batman Lego is the guy who helped host the Lego Masters TV show.
Okay. Well, but I know Troy has done some Batman also, and Jason Spizak has also done. He's known as playing Wally West, the Flash, but he's also done the Joker before too. So this is one of the rare performances where you have both Batman and Joker who've had experience at playing both the parts.
Mm-hmm.
Lego Batman is Will Arnett.
Okay. Will Arnett, thank you. Yeah. Well, let's see. He was in Iron Lung. He had a voice thing in Iron Lung.
Really?
Troy Baker did?
Yep.
Oh, really?
Troy Baker. Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Let's see.
Just came in to join us.
Who was Batman? Troy Baker did Joker in The Long Halloween. Oh, Jensen Ackles was the voice of Batman in Long Halloween. He did an okay job. But I think Spizak, Jason Spizak's doing a really good one.
Oh man, he's incredible. And then Commissioner Gordon, who's voiced by Jay Paulson, and he's from Mad Men. Commissioner Gordon is just fantastic. I love that voice of him. He's so good.
Yeah.
And then Barbara Gordon, she's voiced by Shelby Young, and she's incredible in this too. This is an amazing cast. They are all
it's incredible cast.
Top notch.
Yeah. Okay.
Which makes me think about our friend Tom Hutchinson, who does not like animated because he feels, and this drives me crazy when people say this, because he feels that voice actors just aren't real actors. And I'm sorry, but Tom, listen to freaking DC High Volume.
Tell us what you think.
Yeah. Tell me and tell me that they're not real actors, because
Yeah.
they are. They're amazing.
Here
Oh,
you go. I put it up. Chat is my chat GPT. I love it.
Well, I use Gemini, and Gemini's just Gemini, so
yeah.
I mean, I didn't name my Gemini, so anyway. All right.
That's funny. I will say this. I use Claude, but when Claude comes up, you can have it tell you what it wants you to reference. So it referenced me as "Oh Captain, my Captain."
I use Claude too, but I haven't used Claude in a while, so I tend to use Gemini more than Claude.
Yeah.
But I like Claude too. Claude's good too. Anyway, so
all right. Let's
move on.
We do need to. Okay. What would you like to hit on next?
Well, let's talk about the
All right.
overall arc to the story, and this is the introduction to the concept of one bad day.
Okay.
Meaning that one bad day can turn anyone into the most horrendous thing you could imagine. Which basically is the Joker is taking the things that made him the Joker and saying, look, if you let's take the most moral person we can think of, and I believe to the Joker and to Batman, that moral compass is Jim Gordon. And he's like, let's take the most moral man in Gotham, in their opinion. We all know that Jim has issues. We've seen it in year one. Jim cheated on his wife. He's not perfect. He's not a perfect man. But both the Joker hates Jim Gordon, but he recognizes his moral compass. And Batman, I think that's part of where Batman's moral compass comes from, is Jim Gordon. And they both look highly upon him in that respect. Yeah. And the Joker's theory for this is, I'm going to give him one bad day and it's going to turn him.
He wants to break him.
He wants to break Jim Gordon. And in the process, breaking Jim Gordon, he wants to break Batman.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. Just real quick, everybody, we're about to hit spoilerific territory. So just giving everybody a heads up right here now. So, because we got to talk some of this. So, yeah. Okay. Now.
Okay. Sorry, I was just reading part of my notes.
Oh, no, that's okay. No, that's fine. Real quick, while you're doing that, Roger says this about voice actors: he says they are much more betterer. Cheers.
Nice.
Cheers. Because their voice has to give you the visual. Yes.
I agree. I agree with that 100%. I have a utmost respect for a lot of voice actors, Kevin Conroy being the top of the line there. Kevin Conroy was the best, in my opinion.
Yeah.
He was amazing. But yeah, there's a lot of voice actors I really love.
Mark Thompson.
Well, yeah, Mark Thompson. He's fantastic.
We've had him on the show. He's fantastic. He's a great guy, too.
Gosh, I'm trying to think. Harley Quinn.
Arlene Sorkin.
Arlene Sorkin to start with. She's the original Harley Quinn. And then later we have, help me, Megan.
Tara Strong.
Tara Strong. She's an amazing Harley also, and they're fantastic actors and actresses. Just amazing, Sorry, Tom, I disagree with you.
I also disagree, because animation, the whole production of animation,
if it's done right.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it can be bad.
Well, of course.
Right.
I mean,
yeah.
Even,
okay. Well, so, all right. So let's hit spoilerific territory here real quick. So let's first give us kind of with one bad day, what does the Joker do to create that one bad day?
Okay. So yeah, this is going to get into major spoilerific territory. So Jim Gordon,
the depths to understand this, I like how you put this whole philosophical battle that's going on, and how far can you push someone?
I want to strongly state that just because this is my favorite and to me like the ultimate Batman story, does not mean in any way I condone the violence and action that the Joker is using in this. Again,
Yes.
the imagery in this is very, very graphic.
Yeah.
And it's very disturbing too. But to me, it gets into the mind of the Joker, which is to me what makes this story so good. You know, it has nothing to do with glorifying his violence. You know, but anyway, so we have Jim Gordon and Barbara Gordon. They are sharing a moment. They're in Barbara's apartment, and just having they're trying to have a relaxing evening, but Jim can't get away from his work. He's constantly going over storylines, news headlines of things that's happened between the Batman and Joker, so on and so forth. And the doorbell rings. And this is where one bad day begins, because Barbara opens the door to none other than the Joker face to face, and he shoots her. And he shoots her basically in the gut. And it goes through her and penetrates her spine. Yeah. And this is what leaves Barbara Gordon
paralyzed.
Yeah. Very graphic, very intense. And then he does things that we don't
need to talk necessarily about
he kidnaps Gordon. And like I said, you can read the book and get all.
He takes pictures. I think it's important to show that we'll just say he takes pictures too,
right? Because
he uses those. Yeah, there's the camera, so he's taking pictures, and so of this whole event and things that are going on. So go ahead.
So, but yeah, and he does all of this because of what he's going to do to Jim Gordon afterwards. You know, this is all leading up to breaking Jim Gordon, the moral,
the moral compass.
Yeah, the moral compass. So,
when it comes to enforcing the law, the moral compass, I would say that for sure.
Oh, that's a good clarification there. I like that. Yeah. Okay, and then we also find out the Joker has purchased a dilapidated
amusement park. Yeah.
I love that whole thing where the guy's trying to sell him the amusement park, and then the Joker finally reveals to him, I already got it.
Yeah.
I killed your partner and signed the papers and took it. I'm not going to pay a cent for this place. I mean, it's so Joker. It's so good. And it's just amazing.
Well, it still highlights the evilness of who he is and what he does.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Oh, we forgot to mention the opening of the book where Batman goes to Arkham Asylum to talk with the Joker. That's really where this whole thing opens up at. And basically he's going to the Joker saying, look, I don't want to kill you, but I know one day it's going to come down to you and me, and one of us is going to kill the other. And he's like, and I don't want to do that. I want to rehabilitate you, which I think Batman's crazy for that, because I don't think the Joker could ever be rehabilitated. But that's just my opinion of him.
Yeah.
And then he finds out that he's not even talking to the Joker. He's talking to an imposter, because the Joker has escaped Arkham and everything. Yeah. And Batman is furious at this point. It's great. Yeah. They're great scenes, dude. Just fantastic. I love it. I love it when Batman reaches and grabs the Joker's hand, and that's when he realizes, because the paint on the guy's hand comes off on Batman's gloves, and he's like, what? And then he grabs the guy by his throat, and the guy's going, you can't touch me. You can't touch me. And Gordon's like, get in there before he kills him.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. Just great. But anyway, we had skipped over that, and that's actually a very important part because that comes back to play at the end of the book or near the end of the book.
Yeah. It's kind of like bookends. It's
Yeah.
it comes at the beginning and it comes back at the end.
Yeah.
I mean,
exactly.
Alan Moore did a fabulous job with this story.
Oh, I think this is one of Alan Moore's finest writings. I really enjoy this.
You know, Michelle says everybody, she goes, "Oh, this makes me want to be a geek like my big bro and his geeky bestie." I love it. Thank you, Michelle.
I'll just read The Killing Joke. it's a great story. Great story. But yeah, so we get the carnival. The Joker takes Jim Gordon to the carnival. He again, part of breaking Jim Gordon, he strips Jim Gordon naked, and then
Barbara. Oh, no, Jim too. He does Jim too.
He strips Jim naked and throws him onto this funhouse roller coaster ride. What do they call it? The ghost train. You gotta get on the ghost train. Ghost train. Yeah. Listen to it. You'll get what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Because he uses these weird minions in this. Really strange. They're almost like evil cherubim or something like that. I have no idea how to describe these things.
I couldn't describe them either. Yeah, I thought it was
just
weird,
strange, But I guess it all fits within the Joker's reality. But yeah, he puts Jim on this ride, and he starts telling him stories, and then through that we get what is introduced as the Joker's origin story, and so we end up getting taken back to where this guy and his pregnant wife are struggling, and he's a struggling comedian, and he doesn't get the job of being a comedian at this club or something like this. And then in his mind, his wife blames him and hates him, but reality, she doesn't. So he's already struggling mentally in some form or fashion. Yeah, you could tell he has mental issues already.
Yeah.
So on and so forth. And he ends up getting together with the mob and taking a job because he knows the mob wants to rob Axis Chemicals. So if you know Batman 1989, you know Axis Chemicals. This is kind of where they got the idea for that. And since he knows his way around Axis, they want him to.
The mob wants him because they're going trying to get through there to get to next door or something like that. A building next door or something.
Right. Which all ends up at the card factory at next door, which again kind of plays into the Joker, so on and so forth. But anyway, and then that's where we get the red hood, because they tell him to do this, you have to wear this red hood and this cape and all this stuff. And because they make the quote unquote red hood the head of all their capers, but no one knows who the Red Hood is. It's a mystery. Yeah. So, and then basically they just pick kind of a loser to wear it. So, hopefully he's the one that's caught instead of them, is basically what they're doing.
Which is an interesting concept in and of itself.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Oh my God, man. Alan Moore's mind is just twisted.
Right.
How does he come up with this stuff? But anyway,
it's in his BBC Maestro class.
Alan Moore has quite the beard himself.
He does have quite the beard himself.
Although I think he might have small animals living in his.
I was going to say something. He doesn't use live bearded, and he needs to, by golly.
He definitely needs live bearded. He needs a nice beard comb too, which you can also get from live bearded. And I do have one. They're very nice. Anyway. He's got
This is good. We could almost make a drinking game today, just out of how many times we've mentioned Live Bearded today.
This is true. I don't know that whole small animals in his beard. That one got me. That's great.
Yep.
I swear, look up his picture. I'm telling you, I think he has small animals living in his beard. Anyhow, oh my God, it's stuck in my head. I forgot where I was at. Oh, so funny.
We were talking about Red Hood, the Red Hood character.
Okay, so yeah, they want him to go in as the Red Hood. Well, then while they're planning out their caper, the police show up. They're at a little bar or something, and the police show up and they want to talk to the Joker. I'll just say the Joker.
Yeah.
He isn't really named in here. We don't really know his name. Because that's totally unknown. But they show up and want to talk to him, and they inform him that his wife was killed, that she died. And it was not killed, but in an accidental death. There was an accident at the house that she was trying to warm up a baby bottle. I don't quite get that either. It just struck me. I don't think the baby's been born yet. She was pregnant.
Yeah.
Wow. That just hit me. But something about she was warming up a baby bottle or something, and there was an electrical fire and it killed her and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh man, that could be a flaw in the writing.
I have to go back and look.
That's gonna haunt me now.
Well, hang on a second.
That is just gonna haunt me. Gosh. I think one of those animals must have attacked Alan Moore.
You're so funny.
Of course, I don't think he had the giant beard when he wrote The Killing Joke. I don't think he did. I could be wrong. That was a long time ago. This book came out in 1988. So, all right. Well, Steven's trying to find out if I'm not remembering it correctly. Anyway, but anyway, the police.
Let's see. Yeah. So, yeah, here we go. So here's what it says. In Alan Moore's The Killing Joke, the Joker's origin is famously presented as a multiple choice memory.
Yes.
But the flashback sequences provide specific, if potentially unreliable. There we move into a writing style, everybody, that's called the unreliable narrator.
Yes. And the Joker is the unreliable narrator in the story.
Yeah. Details about his life before the makeup. Does he have a name? No. Even in the flashbacks, the man who becomes the Joker is never named. He is simply an unnamed, struggling stand-up comedian. While other media, like the 1989 Batman film or the Gotham TV show, have given him names like Jack Napier or Jerome Valeska. The Killing Joke intentionally keeps him anonymous to maintain the mystery of his character.
And I prefer that too.
Yeah.
I don't want to know his name.
Yeah.
I know we get it in the 89 Batman, and I love the 89 Batman, but it's its own thing. It's just
its own thing. Its own universe.
For the main continuity universe Joker, I don't want to know his name. I want him to remain anonymous because to me, it's more interesting. Just as the Joker says, if I'm going to have an origin story, it's going to be multiple choice. And he says that in this book. And it's one of my favorite lines in the book.
Yeah. Yeah. So how did his wife die? His wife, Jeannie, died in a household accident involving an electric heater. According to the police officer who delivers the news, Jeannie was heating a baby bottle for their unborn child. The heater suffered a short circuit and she died instantly from the resulting electric shock.
Okay, so they do say unborn child, but why in the world would she?
Because it's part of I bet you that gives you another hint of the unreliable narrator. I bet you that's what that is.
That makes sense now. Okay.
Because the unreliable narrator will conflict themselves. They're purposefully conflicting them so you know that they're lying. So their stories don't quite match up. And so you have to kind of figure it out for yourself. So I think that's all. So here's why it matters. The timing of her death is the true punchline of the tragedy. She dies just hours before the failed comedian is set to help two criminals break into a chemical plant. he tries to back out of the heist because his reason for doing so, to providing for his family, is gone.
Right.
But the criminals strong arm him into going through with it. He goes, hey, and there's the unnamed man says this: I'm not a criminal. I'm a stand-up comedian. I mean, I'm a husband. I'm a father. I have a life. And so this quote unquote one bad day sequence of losing his wife and then falling into the chemical vat is what he claims drove him insane.
Right. Exactly.
But that's what he claims.
Right.
Is that kind of the sense of, I mean, my favorite Batman movie is The Dark Knight with Heath Ledger as the Joker.
Yes.
And it's kind of the same thing where he's doing the what shall I say? He's doing the you've got a surprised look on your face.
Yeah, my Darth Maul displace fell off the wall.
Weird.
Yeah.
Took down 3 Batmans.
And took down what? Oh, it took down 3 Batmans too with him.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I thought I heard some noise. Anyway, so in The Dark Knight, remember how he always tells a different backstory?
Yes. Yes.
So I'm like, oh, see, now I
know how
connection.
I got these scars.
Right.
I love that.
So he's always an unreliable.
Right. And
it's part of his character. He's always unreliable in how he's telling stories.
It's the same theme. They use the same theme, you know, and it all comes down to that. My favorite line in this: if I'm going to have a origin, it's going to be multiple choice.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the best way to handle the Joker, because you just don't know. And to me, that makes him one, more interesting. It makes him more frightening too, because you just don't know what this guy's going to do. You have no clue. There's no rhyme or reason to anything he does.
Yeah.
And I think that makes for a scarier bad guy. You know, this is why the Joker is the ultimate Batman villain.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Well, we should do like a villain KO sometime. Like March Madness is coming up. And if we did a villain KO.
Okay.
Like do our own villain things. Like who would you choose? We could have Gemini throw it up. We could have Gemini try to create it for us, and then we choose and stuff. That'd be kind of fun. Okay. Anyway, sorry. I digress. Hey everybody. Multiple choice origin, so we're not sure what's true or not. So
yeah, and so that brings up the question: is this story that we're reading here, is this the actual origin story of the Joker, or did he just make this up, or is this somebody else's story and he has adopted it as his origin story, or one of his possible origin stories?
So before the show, everybody, I was asking Mike on this, and because even Roger kind of brought it up about the 3 Jokers,
right?
And so, do you see the 3 Jokers as kind of the follow up to all of this?
Oh, the 3 Jokers is definitely a follow up to this, definitely, because it gives it gives us what happened to Jeannie. Actually, we actually see it in the 3 Jokers.
Yeah. Okay. So, everybody, we also did a show on the 3 Jokers with our friend Geek with the Bible, Aaron McCoy, and his Facebook page is hysterical. Everybody, you really need to sign up for it.
Aaron's
he does a really good job. He's a great guy. Good family man too. And so I'll tell you, that's a good episode. Ooh, I wonder if they would come out with it on, because they did this on DC High Volume, if they would do the 3 Jokers.
I hadn't thought about that. I hope they do. I do.
Oh, yeah.
Now, the only problem with the 3 Jokers is it kind of makes this story definitive. You know, it says,
canon?
Yeah.
Oh.
It makes his origin canon then. You know, and it doesn't.
But a multiple choice canon.
Well,
still, because we still don't know if it's actually him or not.
Well, but we know Jeannie lives.
We know Jeannie lives.
And we know the child lives.
Yeah.
So the Joker potentially has a junior.
Batman and Robin, Damian Wayne. Could you imagine they continue with Damian Wayne versus?
Oh, the Joker's son.
Yeah.
Wow, that would be pretty good, actually.
Hey, let's hurry up and do some fan fiction for it
Oh, you
before
ain't
they
kidding.
do.
Damian grows up, and then and Damian takes over the Batman mantle, and then the Joker's son grows up and takes over being the Joker. Oh, that would be really good.
Okay, I'm gonna
I'm
veer
like,
off here for a second. I'm gonna rabbit trail on something real quick.
I think we already did.
Well, that's true too. Let's just talk Damian Wayne for a second. Would Damian Wayne become a better Batman than Bruce Wayne Batman?
Oh, that's a hard. Oh man.
Okay, we'll save that for another time, everybody.
Yeah,
we'll save that for another time.
I can't even get
All
into that. That's too much. You're gonna make my head explode with that one. Dang, that's a good question though. Oh, that's a good question.
Okay. Anyway, we'll continue on. Because we're already
Yeah, I knew we were going to go over on this one, but
right.
You kind of have to on the Killing Joke. There's just too many questions.
It's just incredible storytelling. Incredible storytelling.
So now we come down to canon versus standalone.
Okay.
Because Alan Moore he wrote this with the intent of it being a completely standalone book.
Mm-hmm.
He never intended this to be DC canon, because the whole point of this was to get fans to debate on whether or not, and I'm going to spoil the ending here, whether or not Batman kills the Joker or not. Because we end with the Killing Joke, because the Joker tells Batman this joke and ultimately gets Batman 1 to laugh. Batman never laughed.
Which is creepy, by the way, in the audio version. Very creepy.
It is. And then 2, he starts to choke the Joker. And then we end it. And we don't know whether he kills him or he doesn't. Now, since DC made this canon, we know he didn't. According to canon, he did not kill the Joker, because the Joker goes on later on. And then, of course, we eventually get the 3 Jokers. And then Barbara becomes Oracle, which arguably could be, did they improve Barbara Gordon? In some ways, I think they did. In some ways, I don't think they did. Just depends on how you take that. But Oracle is a great character. I love her. But the big question was, does he kill the Joker? And if you think about that, this comes down to a question of more morality again, because when Batman arrives and saves Jim Gordon, Batman wants to stay with Jim until the police arrive, and Jim says, "No, I want you to go get him." And then he tells him, not only do I want you to get him, I want you to bring him in. And we are going to do this by the book. We have to prove to him that our way works, meaning that he will go through our justice system. He will be tried, and then it will be decided by a jury or judge what happens to the Joker. That is Jim Gordon, and that's where the morality of Jim comes in. Then we have Batman and his one rule. And we all know what Batman's one rule is. Steven reminds me every time, because the 1989 Batman broke it. But so
I'm hiding my face, everybody. Those who are listening, I'm on screen, but I'm hiding my face.
So does Batfleck. He breaks it too, but Steven don't want to talk about that. Anyway, Batman's one rule is he does not kill. He doesn't kill. So then it comes down to, 1, the Joker wants to break Jim. He fails that. Jim does not break. Jim's like, no, we're still going to do this by the book.
Which is crazy. I mean, all the things he goes through on the little roller coaster ride and everything he experiences is just, and he still says, we still have to do this. I was just like, oh my goodness, it makes you wonder, as you as a reader will sit there and go, hey, did I would I have done that? Would I have been that way if it was my daughter? I'm telling you, most dads, not a chance. They'd be
most
like,
dads would want to kill the Joker themselves.
right. And they would do it slowly.
Oh, yeah.
And then we would start with appendages.
Yes, definitely.
Just saying.
Yes, I agree. But Jim does not break. He doesn't break. But then it comes down to the question, is he going to get Batman to break his one rule?
Mm-hmm.
Is the Batman finally going to kill the Joker?
Mm-hmm.
And then we get that scene, and Batman, as he's laughing, puts his hands around the Joker's neck, and then it cuts off.
But
as he and as the Joker are laughing,
mm-hmm.
it cuts off, and you don't know. It leaves it open-ended. And I mean, that's a perfect ending for this book, in my opinion. This goes all the way back to Stan Lee. When Stan Lee was asked, he was asked for a definitive answer of, could so-and-so beat so-and-so? And Stan Lee said, you never answer that question. You don't ever answer that question. And the reason you don't answer that question is you want geeks and nerds to debate this for all of eternity.
Yes.
I mean, who's stronger, the Hulk or Wolverine? Who could beat who in a fight, Wolverine or the Hulk?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, you never want to definitively answer that question because you want fans to just debate this for years and years and years.
Oh my goodness! And when did Killing Joke first come out?
1988. It was released in 1988.
Gosh, we're so
that
old.
was Alan Moore. What did you say?
I said, gosh, you and I, we're so old.
Yeah, that was a year before we graduated.
It was.
It was also a year before the 1989 Batman came out.
That's right.
Anyway, but that was Alan Moore's intent for this book, is for fans to debate this for years and years and years. He did not intend DC to make this canon. And then DC turned around and said, oh, we're making this canon.
Yeah. By the way, I just need to notate something. I got to bring my wife into this, my wonderful Kelly, who loves to watch crime TV. So you mentioned that he put his hands around the Joker's neck. My wife knows that it's only 6 pounds of pressure.
That reminds me of when so my wife watches a lot of crime TV and stuff like that.
My wife loves crime TV.
Oh yeah,
loves the crime TV. Yeah,
well,
absolutely.
For the longest time, she watched a series of women who snapped and killed their husbands. Okay, and I would come home to this from work, and I'd look at her and go, "Oh, you're watching the How to Kill Your Husband channel again, huh?" Anyway, I have
that's
to
some
say,
funny stuff right there.
I love the conversation is going on in the comments right now between my sister and my wife, discussing who's Damien's mom.
Oh, so yeah, real quick, everybody. That's a fair question. So Michelle's asking, who's the baby mama, Damien's mom? So kind of thing. It's a great question. Talia al Ghul. So one of the greatest villains. Not the greatest villain, but one of the greatest villains.
Close to it.
He's close to it, and is Ra's al Ghul, who heads up the League of Assassins, and there's an incredible storyline with him. But he always calls him the detective.
Yeah, he calls Batman the detective.
He's a worthy. He's the only worthy adversary Ra's al Ghul felt like he ever had.
And what is Ra's al Ghul known as?
The demon.
The demon, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. He is known as the demon.
Yeah,
I love it, and he's the leader of the League of Assassins.
So his daughter, and
I got to give my wife geek cred on that one,
right?
Yeah,
she
did a good job. She didn't spell Ra's al Ghul right, but that's all right.
Tried.
No, that's all right. That's all right.
Yeah,
but
she still gets a geek card with that one. Just saying.
Yeah, she does. Knowing that he's the leader of the League of Assassins, that's good. That's good.
Yeah,
it just shows that sometimes she does pay attention to me. even though in the background she's watching How to Kill Your Husband
Yeah.
TV shows.
All right, we got about 10 minutes left. So what else is what else do we need to finish up with? So do you think let's have that little discussion. Let's take 30 seconds here. Do you think he did or didn't? If you had to choose.
Okay. This is a thing I struggle with in my mind because there is a side of me that wants to see him kill the Joker because it would be satisfying. It's just like, anytime I find out about these crazy, insane killers and stuff, it's like, yeah, put them to death, put them in the electric chair. Let's get rid of these guys,
right.
That kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's that
or even if they'll beat the system, there's that side of us because that's in one of the Jack Reacher movies, not the show, but one of the movies. That's the theme at the very end of one. Should you let this guy live or die or not? Because he will beat the system.
Well, and all of the Bat family argue that in the Three Jokers. Why didn't you kill this guy?
When you had the chance.
I mean, he crippled Barbara Gordon. He killed Jason Todd. So he harmed him. Each one of the Bat family, the Joker has done horrendous things to, so we get the argument from the entire Bat family. How could you let this maniacal murderer live? So there is that side of me that, yeah, I would be satisfied if he killed the Joker. But there's the other side of me that says, no, this is Batman's one rule. This is what makes Batman better than him, is the fact that he won't kill the Joker. And then there's the what's the word I'm looking for? There's the side of me, the geek side of me, that says, no, you can't kill the Joker because then we don't have any more cool Joker stories.
Oh.
So there's kind of three sides to that coin. So I have a hard time struggling with. So I guess ultimately, I say he doesn't kill the Joker. Ultimately, he doesn't. But man, I want him to. I really do.
Yeah,
that's my answer. What's your answer?
That's why alternate universes exist.
This is true.
Fair enough.
What's your answer? Does he kill him or does he not?
He doesn't.
You're with me on that one then.
No, he doesn't. Well, you've got better explanation than I do. Mine was it just went against his code. He has that one code. And he's in all the stories that Batman's for, he has had ultimate opportunities, plenty of opportunities with different situations and different villains and stuff. And so but he doesn't do it. Even in the breaking of the Bat, when he's coming back and Lady Shiva is training him, she's trying to get him to break his one rule. So it is a major theme, that expands all the Batman stories, and he doesn't do it. And so I was like, nah, he doesn't do it, even though it is an incredible ending. The Killing Joke's an incredible ending.
Michael Keaton would have killed him. Without a doubt. He would have snapped his neck.
That's funny right there. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, well, we can't get that version because, the Joker dies at the end of the 89 Batman, but man, that would be kind of satisfying just to have the Michael Keaton Batman just snap his neck.
Yeah. Ooh, speaking of 89 Batman, I just finished yesterday the Batman Resurrection.
Oh man, I gotta get to it.
It's really good.
It's on my list. And man,
I know, right? It is really good. Really good. Everybody, our friend John Jackson Miller was on the show for our Creators Corner. And I've been listening to the audiobook, and it's just been fantastic. And I finally finished it. It's a big book. Yeah, there it is. Revolution. I said Resurrection. I'm sorry. Resurrection's the first one. Revolution is the second one.
When you say it's a big book, it just takes me back to Jurassic Park with the kid talking to the professor and everything. And so wrote this book, and his book is this much thicker than yours.
Your book, right? Yeah.
That is a great part in it. But
Yes.
this is the book, and it's called Batman Revolution.
Revolution.
And obviously, it is the main villain in this is the Riddler, and I'm excited.
It is really a Riddler origin story. A Riddler. Speaking of multiple choice origins, it is a Riddler, and I really like it. I really love what John Jackson Miller did. Really did. Anyway,
And
continue on. Sorry.
It's continuing in the
Batman 89 universe.
right? Batman 89, the Keaton verse, also known as World 89 in Earth 89. That's what DC Comics is officially
calling
called.
it.
Yeah, they call it Earth 89. So, which I think is cool.
Yeah,
because we graduated in 89. So.
We sure did, by golly.
I love that. Okay, so anyway, so that's our take on Batman DC High Volume.
Yes,
I highly suggest this to anyone who's a Batman fan. And I posed this question when we first said we were going to do this. If you are not listening to this, why not?
Yeah, DC High Volume, the Batman. Listen to it, and you may find yourself really enjoying an audiobook style thing. And they're short episodes, and you can Steven skip through the commercials.
Yeah. Yeah, I hate the commercials in it, but
yeah,
I do. But hey, that's what keeps it free. So I can't complain too much,
Right.
It's $3.90 free, so there is that. And man, as good a production they do on this, they could sell this for big bucks, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they could.
Just from a production standpoint alone. Yeah. So I'm very happy that we've gotten it for free.
Yeah. Very much so. Would you pay for it? Yeah. Without the commercials? If you could get it without the commercials.
Yeah, I'd pay for it.
I think you can, actually.
Really?
I think you can.
I haven't looked hard enough to know.
Hang on a second. Well, let me do this real quick, everybody. Sorry.
It's interesting because I don't.
Batman. You can. Let me go to the official hub on DC Comics.
Okay.
Let's see. There is. I'm pretty sure there. I don't see it here though. Agree. Join the DC universe. If I go to, let's see, I know there's something. Let me hit my Spotify account real quick because I listen to it on Spotify. Everybody, you listen to it? Do you listen to it on Apple?
I listened to it on Apple this morning because I listened to it on the MacBook. But generally on my iPhone, I use iCatcher. That's my preferred podcast catcher of choice. I used to use Apple Podcasts many years ago, many years ago, and then they changed something about it, and I didn't like it, and I found iCatcher, and I liked iCatcher much more better. Cheers.
Cheers, everybody. Cheers.
But on my computer, I don't have iCatcher. I don't think so. I just quickly brought it up on Apple Podcasts on my computer. So,
yeah, I think you get fewer commercials, so you don't get them all. But can I listen to DC High Volume Batman ad free?
Yes, you Steven skip.
Yes, you Steven skip through it. Yes. Ad free. There's a premium subscription.
Oh, okay.
It wants me to hook up mine to Realm, something called Realm.
Okay.
And I don't know if I want to. I don't know what that is.
Well, I just don't want to pay another subscription fee. I have enough.
I know, right?
So if I can
build up over time,
free, I'm gonna take the free choice. I mean, the only reason I would go to a subscription for this is if they gave me something extra on it,
Yeah.
But I don't think they're going to do that. So,
Yeah. It would
Also,
cost. So
Oh,
it is through
yeah.
Realm, and DC High Volume Batman Plus is upgrade to listen ad free and get early access to episodes. This is the only plan that includes DC High Volume Batman, so it's all on its own. So it's $2.99 a month or $20 a year.
I guess that's not terrible though.
Yeah, but I'm in a Steven skip to save myself $20 a year.
Yeah, I know. But $20 a year isn't bad.
No, when it's
I
a
don't know.
weekly episode and they're about 30 to 45 minutes.
Now they are on hiatus right now. They did put out a special announcement about 2 weeks ago that they're on hiatus, but they are currently in production of their next story, and they did not tell what it is.
Okay, I missed
They
that.
followed
Okay.
up the Killing Joke with the Oracle Year One, which was
Mhm.
good, which was very good.
Is
too.
it good?
Okay. I'd never read the Oracle story, so it was
Okay.
nice to listen to that one. I enjoyed it. I'm hoping they're working on Batman, The Dark Knight Returns. That would be awesome.
That, you know what? Because this is the year for it. You're
This
right.
is the 40th anniversary. The
You're
last
right.
week was the 40th anniversary of the first issue. So,
Yeah.
if they're going to do it, they should do it. But then the question is, does Jason Spizak still voice Batman? Because we get an older Batman in this. Now, Batman was voiced in the animated version by the actor who played RoboCop.
Peter Weller?
Yes, Peter Weller. Yeah.
Oh.
He did a fantastic job too. I really like that version of it. It's really good.
Okay.
So, does Jason Spizak still voice Batman in The Dark Knight Returns because it's an older, grittier Batman, or do we get a different actor to voice him? Because I mean, they've already said he's the official voice of the DC High Volume Batman, so he is officially their Batman. And I hope they stick with who did the Joker in this one now? We said it earlier. Looking for it.
The Joker? Troy Baker?
Yeah, I hope they stick with Troy Baker as the Joker, because he does a phenomenal job.
Yeah. Agreed.
My wife said RoboCop, special memory.
Yeah,
Yes.
I was there. Yeah. That's funny. All right. Well, boy, we're wrapping up, everybody. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us. It's been a great show talking about one of our favorite topics, Batman. And so we appreciate you being with us. Please check out our website at www.2geeksmic.com. That's the number 2 GEEKSMICKEY. No, I'm just kidding. MIC.com.
I think that every time you say it.
Right. I know. I just actually finally said it.
It goes through my head every time you say it.
Yep. So you go to 2geeksmike.com, and then that's all things 2 Geeks. You can contact us at show@2geeksmike.com. Mike does a great job of keeping track of those emails. If you would support us, please, because that just helps us pay for all this stuff. It's at ko-fi.com, ko-fi.com/2geeks, the number 2 GEEKS. We like it. We like that platform, and you can also get to our merch page, which is 2geeksmikemerch.com, the number 2 GEEKSMICMERCH.com as well. So that, Mike, it's your turn now.
All right. If you made it this far, please make sure and go and like and subscribe to us on your social social of choice. I try to stay active on Facebook and Instagram now. I try to post any relevant geeky information, fun facts, so on and so forth, and then especially of when we go live. And speaking of going live, we go live every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. You do the math on the rest because I don't like math. And we will be live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Rumble. And Rumble is working today, by the way.
Yay. Love it.
I was putting together the link and everything while I was reading and listening to Batman the Killing Joke. I was like, oh, I got to get this done. Anyway. All right. So, yeah, if you made it this far, please go and like it and subscribe to us on those things. That will help the algorithms, they say, which will get us in front of other people's eyeballs who enjoy this geeky type of content. All right. Yep. Anything else, Stephen? Any last words, funny antidotes?
Nope. We're good. Great job, man. This is good. You did good today.
Thank you. I think this was a great conversation. I think we both added to this conversation, and again, it's one of my favorite Batman stories. I think this is the pinnacle Batman story, honestly.
Agreed.
All right, so please do not Steven skip this episode, because we are much more better than the rest. And if I'm going to have a origin story, I prefer it to be multiple choice. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you for joining us today on the Two Geeks and a Microphone podcast. Tune in next week when we will have more news and reviews. Until then,